There we go.
Okay.
Show number 6.
That's right.
Talking Vintage. My name is Jim, and this is Warren, and you're watching Talking Vintage. The show comes to you from Decades Reclaimed Vintage Depot, located at 502 West Brennan Road, Lakeland, Florida, 33813. The phone number here at Decades is area code 863-608-7672. If you have any questions, just reach out to us. You can put comments down below. You can give us a call. You can stop by and see us. And this is Talking Vintage. Why do we do Talking Vintage?
So we can inform
People, yes. This is an informative show about vintage items and selling vintage, and it's also entertaining, right?
Can I interject one thing?
Yeah, go ahead.
We have been getting a lot of feedback, at least I have, from people in my park at Anglers Green.
Yeah, give them a shout out.
Seeing how informed we've been giving them information. Good information.
And
there was 2 other people that really, really liked it, but that
Very
didn't
good.
confuse my wife and daughter.
Well, that doesn't
So
count.
I know.
Yeah.
But anyway,
So shout out to Anglers Green for watching our show. We appreciate you guys watching it. Come up and see us at the shop sometime too. Last week we talked about the younger generation versus vintage and how they're still into the vintage game. They're just into a different style of it, and it was affecting the outcome of True Antiques a little bit. But yeah, if you want to see more on that, you can watch show 5. We had a little question and answer session, and we did a vendor spotlight where we talked about packing your booths in smalls, selling your smalls to make your rent, and then your other items to make your profit or whatever. We also did the 5x5 last week where we gave away 5 of our Decades dollars to the first 5 people who shared the post and tagged 5 other people in the comments. So that was really cool because we gave away $25. We'll do it again, but the Decades dollars were new. We used those back in February when we did our. I'm sorry, something's biting me. We did our Valentine's. Yeah. We gave away over $200 in Decades dollars.
Kidding. Holy moly.
At our Valentine's special, our Sweetheart of a Deal event that was on. I think it was on the 11th, and it was from 5 to 8 o'clock. It was a short thing, but it was super cool. We gave 10% off and 20% back. It was really a neat thing. Check out Facebook. That'll tell you what's coming up, probably more so than we do because we tape these and sometimes we're a little bit behind or we can't remember what's coming up or whatever. But, that's a good segment. I'm going to roll right into shop events.
Okay.
Coming up, we have April the 9th is our craft fair. Now, this is our 3rd craft fair.
Yep.
3rd craft fair. First one was great. Second one was even better. This one is going to be outstanding. I don't know if we have any spots left because this is going to air on March 1st. Today is March 1st. Hey, happy March 1st, everybody. Yeah.
Oh, that's
when
right.
They see that.
That's
today
right.
is March 1st. Oh. So, just call into the shop. And if you're interested in vending at that craft fair, once again, the phone number is 863-608-7672. And that is for April the 9th. It'll start at 9 o'clock, I believe, and go until 1 o'clock. And it is our 3rd craft fair. We did 2 last year. This is our first one of 2022. Ain't that exciting?
Can I interject one more?
Go ahead.
Did we show number 5 yet, or is that tonight?
No, this is March 1st.
This one is.
You're getting all confused.
I am. Well,
he's all
okay.
confused on the fact that we're taping. Show 5 goes off on the 22nd of last week. Show 5 was last week. This is show 6.
Okay.
So this is 22nd. Okay. Yeah, so
gotcha.
This goes on March 1st.
Gotcha. Okay, I got it all
wrong.
wrong.
You need a little calendar. I know. That's why we have to talk in futures.
Oh, okay.
This is the future us right now. This is future Warren and future Jim. This is what we're going to look like on March the 1st. I think so, yeah. There you go, March 1st. All right, moving on. We're talking vintage today. We're talking about brass. Ooh. Brass is in. Brass is in the vintage world, yep. What's the first thing you think of when you think of brass?
Candlestick.
A candlestick. I think of cleaning it. Oh. That's the first thing I think of. Brasso. My dad was military, so he had brass belt buckles, and I used to have to use Brasso and clean them. And what a pain in the butt that was, cleaning it with Brasso. But it worked. And the good thing about it was his belt buckles were never really that bad, so it wasn't like you're cleaning old and tarnished brass. But I guess that's kind of old school. I asked around how people cleaned brass. Did you know people use ketchup?
No.
Yeah.
Really?
Ketchup. I think because vinegar cleans brass and vinegar is in ketchup. I've heard of people just using vinegar. I asked a few people, what's the easiest way to clean brass? Go ahead and guess.
What's the easiest way?
The easiest way.
Pour it on all over it and rub it in.
Don't clean it. That was the
Well, I was
easiest
gonna
way.
say,
It's
that
just
was
a
my
pain in the
question.
butt to clean.
I didn't, because last
Yep.
stuff you're not supposed to clean the stuff.
The patina, yes.
But brass, you can do that.
People like brass. They like it shiny.
Shiny
but,
brass.
we sell it in the shop, both cleaned up and with patina on it. So, either way. It's just hard to clean. If you don't want to clean it, you don't have to. Nobody says you have to. There's no rule. Is there a rule?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Do you get more dollars for clean brass
I don't think
versus
so.
dirty brass?
I don't think so.
why
What
go through the trouble?
you mentioned? I don't know. That's what I said. The easiest way is to not.
Okay.
Candlesticks. We talked about candlesticks. You mentioned that. Figures, brass
Yes. Oh, yeah.
figures.
Yeah.
Spittoons.
Oh.
Now, who's going to polish up a spittoon? I'm not. They look cool, not. Like baskets. Brass baskets. We've sold a few of them. I don't know. They're like plate holders or whatever. But and then coal buckets and ash buckets. They're not always 100% brass. A lot of time they're different metal with brass inlays on them. But just brass is selling in the vintage world right now. It's really cool.
That's good.
I like it. I have a brass shark that I've been cleaning up, and I started cleaning him with vinegar and salt. It didn't work really well. And then I just went to a brass cleaner, but he tarnishes the second I'm done.
Really?
It's almost like cleaning cast iron. As soon as you take it out of the electrolysis tank, it starts rusting right away. I think brass just starts tarnishing right away. All right, well, that's it for today as far as talking vintage goes. And we're going to move on to our question and answer.
Did we get some?
Yeah, we did.
Cool.
Our first question, and I think we've talked about this before. I want to think we talked about this in the last show, is glass selling. And yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think-
Pyrex, Corningware, clear glass, cut glass, crystal, amber type glasses, purple glass, everything. Fiesta ware.
Glass?
Uranium glass. Yeah, you
Okay.
brought some of that
Yeah,
in the other
yeah.
day. People walk around with their flashlights,
Yeah.
and they take a blacklight flashlight and they hit their uranium glass to watch it glow, and that tells them that it's
It's uranium.
It's uranium glass. Yeah. Did you know it won't hurt you?
No? Well,
No. Back in the day, people quit making it because they thought it would. There's radioactivity. It was going to kill people. No, you can get more from like a blacktop from walking on a road.
Oh.
Yeah. So, glass is selling. That was our first question. Here's one. I don't know who asked this, but how old are we? Well, he's older than I am, and you're
I'm 73.
73, and I am 57, going on 58. Coming up here this summer, I'll be 58. So there we go.
Wow,
People are going to ask us
youngster.
personal questions.
Could you be? I could be your son. No, father. I could be your
I don't know.
father.
You're how old?
73.
73.
Yeah.
No, you would have me kind of young there,
I
buddy.
started young.
Yeah. He's not my dad. All right. Oh, yeah, here's a big question. Did Charlie Belcher, you guys didn't know this, but I don't know. Yeah, no, you didn't know. Charlie Belcher from Fox 13 came out to the shop on the 3rd of February. I think it was 3rd or 4th of February.
Thursday.
It was Thursday, anyways. And he did his show from here, and it's been fantastic. Yes, it helped. It helped tremendously. Yeah, we had a great weekend. We still have people coming in, telling us they're here because of Charlie Belcher. So, did it help? Yes, it did.
There's someone in the store right now that said they found us on Charlie.
Yeah, I think everybody today probably. Okay, moving on. The next question is, do you guys buy stuff? Yes, here at the store we do buy stuff. The shop holds right of refusal on the item. So let's just say somebody brings in some glassware.
Yeah.
And the shop decides the shop doesn't want it, then it'll pass it on to the vendors, and one of the vendors may take it. I know we had furniture. Somebody came in recently, was selling furniture, and the shop passed on that. And then we put it up, and I think one of our vendors purchased the furniture to resell. So yes, we do buy stuff. You just need to remember that unless it is a it's gold, you don't have gold. You know, everybody thinks when they're bringing it in that they have a ton of money in their items, and they don't really, for the most part.
Right.
I mean, and you have to be realistic. When you sell us something, we have to turn around, clean it, tag it, put it out and sell it. We have to pay rent.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a percentage goes to the shop. So, you know, whereas you might have it at $1, you know, we probably want it for 33 cents because we lose 33 cents. We pay you 33, we lose 33, and we only make 33. So it's about an even thing. You know, you're getting 50% of the real value of it, really, if you think about it that way.
And we have to hang on to it too.
Yeah, it's just tough. Yeah, because we don't know when it's going to sell. Somebody comes in and we buy something for them, they're walking away with their money that day. It may take us a long time. It may take us years. I used to be in another shop, and I still have some of those tags on my items, and it cracks me up every time. I mean, it's been 5+ years since I was there, and something will come up. That means I held on to it for 5 years. Probably not something I'm proud of, but it does happen. And the last question, we both can answer this. Somebody asked if we had stuff that guys like. I didn't know the vintage world was all about women.
Well, you see
or
more
girls.
women, I think, in the.
I mean, you might,
Yeah.
but we have guy stuff.
Yeah, sure.
Warren's got trains.
Yeah.
Not that trains are just limited to guys. I mean, I have old, rusty, crusty stuff. I have gas and oil products. I mean, not that those are limited to just guys, but I mean, guys tend to buy that kind of stuff. But yeah, the whole vintage world is wide open to gentlemen, and especially at this shop because there's quite a few guys that are the vendors here.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have the guy's eye.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? The
It
guy's eye.
rhymed.
I don't know.
It had anything to do with anything there, but it did rhyme. Good
Yeah,
one,
it did rhyme. It did rhyme. Hey, we're going to jump around a little bit because I'm going to have you go to the counter and get my phone because we've got a guest today, and I've got to call them. It's a calling guest. It's the one with the crack on it, Warren. Warren's going to go get that, and while we're waiting to make that phone call and have our guest jump on,
Is that the puppy?
yeah, the little puppy on it. My Phoebe puppy. Oh, they can't see that. Okay, so we're going to jump into the vendor corner. This is for people who are vendors at shops. We're going to give you a little hint, or we're going to help you out. Tag. What is it? What do you think of when it's tagged? Make sure it's tagged.
Yeah, make sure it's tagged. And they do. I know.
Warren's
I
bad about tagging. He says they fall off.
I found.
He did. They do fall off. But there you go. Make sure you secure it well. That's probably one of the biggest things. A clear description helps. Not a whole bunch of words on there. A clear description. Because, you know, a place like this, we have to key in everything. So, you know, make sure that your description is clear. It's written well. Your best handwriting. And you follow a format. We have a format here at Decades Reclaim that we ask everybody to follow so that when we're looking at the tag, we know where the vendor number should be and we know where the price should be. And then everything in the middle is just the description. So, and then, you know, make sure you follow your shop's format. It's nothing worse than getting up to the counter and somebody hasn't followed the format, and now we're flipping the tag over to find the vendor number. Well, is that the vendor number or is that the price? It's difficult. It's difficult at best because things happen like the tags fall off. Okay, they do fall off. They do fall off. But make sure that you're tagging your items. Tag them before you leave the house. Put them in a pile if you're going to bring them in and tag them. And don't move them out of that pile until they're tagged. Make sure they're secure. Make sure they're clear in their description. And make sure you follow a format. So that's it. That's our vendor corner.
I think also when myself, even though they do fall off, the string tags to me are better where you can wrap them around.
Oh, if you can tie it. If you can tie it on an item,
yeah,
that's the best way to go.
If the item's got any dirt on it, grease on it, it'll fall off.
The tape, if you're using tape, the tape's going to fall off, and then you're just going to have all sorts of trouble here. All right, so now we're going to make our phone call. Dun, 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 dun. No, we have to. We'll do show and sell. Grab one of your first items. Yep. We're going to do show and sell.
Put them back the wrong way.
Yep.
Wrong side.
Hey, Lauren lost.
Here we go. Ready? You tell me to do it? Am I doing it?
Yeah, go ahead.
A Coca-Cola commemorative. They are actually markers for $10.
Those are markers?
Yeah, they're markers. They are actually markers. They may be a little dry, but they were markers.
Ah.
Okay.
All right. So do another one.
I'll do another one. Okay. Ooh, ooh, ooh. He jumps, he bounces, and he sings. This is the monkey. He's Trendmasters from 1992. Singing monkey. $10.
$10. Go ahead. Go ahead. You're on a roll now. Your monkey won't be quiet.
Okay. Speaking of monkeys, we got Mickey or Minnie. Minnie Mouse. Little.
Are those old?
Yeah.
Are those baby shoes?
Those are baby little ones, yeah.
Baby shoes.
Baby, let's see. Vintage cloth, Minnie Mouse, baby crib shoes.
Ah, wow.
$8.
You got to get them up a little bit higher so they can
$8.
see.
You could
That's going to make you dizzy.
You could hang these from your mirror.
Very good.
To,
You
right?
could. You could, yeah.
You know, like fuzzy dice?
Fuzzy dice. All right, here you go. I'm going to go with one. This is a scraper. It's a vintage old tool. This scraper is $10.
What does it scrape?
Whatever
Not
you want
not
to.
ice,
This thing is
not-
heavy.
Not ice, not your windshield.
You could probably scrape ice if you wanted to.
you'll
No,
get that
really.
one. Okay.
I mean, it would damage your windshield, but if you wanted to scrape a block of ice and make chunks of ice or little things, you could do that. I also have another vintage tool. This is a mallet. Somebody made this mallet specifically for something. If you think you know what that's made for, let me know in the comments down below. But it looks like, like it was like a plunger type. Like they were hitting something, and it had the rubber tip on it. So that too is $10. And then my last thing I'm going to show you, and we have a bunch of these in the shop, is phone insulators. And we have clear ones and blue ones and green ones and small ones and big ones. And they run anywhere from, I don't know, $2 to like $5 or $6. And there's tons of these in the shop. They make great candle holders. You could put them in a spring upside down and then put the candle right there. But whatever you want to do.
Paperweight,
yeah, paperweight. Right? Yeah. I've heard people put them on their porch and they drill up and put lights on them so they have them lined up. Lots of different things to use them for. And we have a bunch of those. All right, now let's see if we can get a hold of our guest. Let's see if she's answering.
Good morning.
Good morning, Lori. Hey, this is Jim and Warren from Talking Vintage, and we just got some questions from you for you this morning. How are you doing?
Okay, I'm good. How are you?
We're doing good too. I hope everybody can hear it. I don't know where the speaker is on this thing. So, all right, Lori. We know that in the past that you have you did stuffies, right? How did you get into stuffies? Stuffies or stuffed animals? Let's say stuffed animals. Yes.
Right. We're going back probably 20 years ago. My oldest daughter and I started selling them online. And they were really, really popular. They're all different brands. And now market's kind of turned, so there are really only certain brands that are still good to list and resell.
Yeah. Are Beanie Babies still collectible?
For the most part, no. They're pretty much just toys for kids. There are some of the original 9, if you can get them authenticated. They're still worth some money, but for the biggest part, no. They're just toys.
Yeah, but value-wise, they're just toys. But collectible, don't you think that they're coming back a little bit?
Maybe if people are starting their collections from scratch, they might be looking for some of the older ones. I don't think they were going to come back to what they used to be, just certain ones.
Right. How about gun bears?
Again, it just depends on what you're looking for. Some of the older gun that are retired, there's still a little value in those. More bears, more collectible, like the German bears, the Stifes, and things like that are probably your more valuable ones.
So, like a Stife. If I were to ask you what does sell, what would you say?
The Stife bears. If you can find Stifes with their ear tags and things like that, you probably have some money there.
Okay, so it's what it is, and then the condition of it, and tags are important, right?
Yes, tags are important. Condition's important, but believe it or not, some that are hard to find and old and rare, they can be ragged. People still buy them.
Very cool. Now, do you still look for stuffies when you go out?
Yeah, I look for some Disney still are valuable, but they're again more kids for toys for kids and things like that. But yeah, if there's something catches my eye, I'll still grab them here and there.
All right. Well, there you go. That's Lori who gave us some information on stuff. Hey, Lori, we appreciate you being on the show today.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Have a good day.
Bye now.
Bye.
No, she wouldn't see me if I waved.
Yeah, well, you can wave at her anyways,
Hi,
Lauren.
Lori.
There you go. So we had a phone-in guest today, and that was Lori, and she's a vendor here at the shop, but like she said, she knows stuffies. Like Warren knows trains, I know nothing. And Lori knows stuffies. So that was kind of a cool segment. We'll have to do that again.
Yeah.
We'll have to do that again. All right. So that's it for our show today,
Wow.
Warren. I think I covered everything.
Did you? Okay. Well,
Yes.
It's been 20 minutes.
Yeah. We appreciate everybody watching our show. Join us next Tuesday at 7 p.m. Always Tuesday at 7 p.m. And we'll have show number 7 coming up next week. I don't know what we're going to do next week. We haven't even we don't have a hook. We don't have a hook.
We do fly by the seat of our britches.
We do sometimes. We don't have a hook for next week, but join us next week to see what we're going to do. Don't forget that we have our craft fair coming up, and that is on April the 9th from 1 till 9. Yeah, 9 to 1, not 1 to 9. Gosh, I'd be here in the middle of the night. And this is our first craft fair of 2021. 22. You're right. I'm losing it. Okay. Once again, thanks for watching us. Don't forget, we're coming to you from Decades Reclaimed Vintage Depot, and this is not the shop. This is a storage room with like tools in it and extension cords, and Warren lives here. This is where we keep Warren. But yeah, so this is not the shop. We just came in here today, and we shot here last time too.
We did.
I think.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll probably be
cozy.
back here
It's
next
cozy.
week.
It's cozy at work.
It's a neat little place. But yeah, we're located at Decades Reclaimed, 502 West Brendan Road, Lakeland, Florida, 33811. Give us a call, 863-608-7672.
Look for Sonny's Barbecue on the corner.
Yeah, Sonny's is on the corner of South Florida Avenue and Brendan Road, so you could turn there. SPCA is down the street if you're familiar with where that is. And what else? Anything else that we need to tell them?
No, I think we're good. Right? Oh, don't forget the vinyl sale coming.
Well, that's already passed.
Oh,
You see, he doesn't know
I
what day it is.
I've lost it.
He doesn't know what day
I've
it
lost
is.
it.
Yes. Yeah. So, thanks again for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
You got it.
All right, you gonna press the button?
I love pressing this button.
You do.
I do. I do it well.